Hola, bienvenido al episodio de esta semana de las predicciones de Nostradamus solo en los juegos de kamikaze. I have no idea how to speak Spanish. Welcome to Nostradamus predictions for the week of May 11th. Welcome to the video. It's time for doing the prediction stuff. Last time, Nostradamus predicted who was gonna win. Allgaier was gonna win Dover. That's right. And he had a mistake-free race for once, you know. He had a fucking no engines going away, no fucking tires going down. And he still managed to not lead a single lap, I don't think, so that's fucking phenomenal. Anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is that here we are, Nostradamus time. Here's this race. It's, the SpongeBob one. The 2015 Spring Kansas race. We're going way back for this one. I was gonna do the 2012 fall race because there was like 14 cautions, but like, I guess there's just no races before like 2014. There's just some races they have an entire novel's length of content, and others it's just the results. It's just whatever, who cares? Since it's not Dash for Cash anymore, we're just gonna do the Cup Series fucking entry list. Because I know everyone was gonna bitch if I didn't, so why not just go back to the basics, man? On the pole for the Kansas race was Ross Chastain. Coming out of the gate swinging. Right on the first lap, Timmy Hill got loose and took out Quinn Houff, ending both of their days. What a shame for these low-funded teams. And MBM is just gonna make their first race with like 2 cars, and immediately on the first lap, just like an almond, they're gonna die. And they're also going to take out Spire as well. So, I mean, taking out the trash, no less. The race restarted on lap 13 because a wreck on the first lap definitely needs 12 laps to clean up, but who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? The second caution of the race flew on lap 26 for Logano blowing up. You know, if it weren't for all of the back markers dying a slow, painful death, this is a good race so far. The winner off of the pit lane was none other than Truex. Wowzers. Yeah, I'm not surprised that he won a Dover. He's kind of had a knack in his career of winning one race, sucking ass in the next one, and then winning the race right after that. It's just a thing that he's done in his career. Will this finally be the week that Martin goes back-to-back? I highly doubt it. The race restarted on lap 30 with Denny Hamlin taking a commanding lead. Yeah, speaking of carbon monoxide poisoning, what a way to bounce back from that for Old Ham Sandwich. Old Ham Sandwich. I guess he really isn't that fresh anymore, considering he's, what, almost 40? Oh, Christ alive. Denny Hamlin's almost 40. The first stage ended on lap 75 with Michael McDowell ending out front. You know what? That's not the craziest thing I've ever considered. To be 100% honest, McDowell's the one who stays out for like 50 extra laps every single pit cycle early in the race. So one of these days it might actually work out for him and he'll end up like lapping the entire field and ending out stage 1 and first, you know. Someday it may happen, but I highly doubt it's going to be today. The winner off pit road was Ryan Newman. I don't even need to change it, man. Yeah, that's the thing, is that, like, I can never cheer against someone driving the 6. Like, I mean, I despise Darrell Wallace Jr. when he was driving for KBM, and then immediately as he moved over to the number 6, I'm like, this guy. I like this guy. Lap 82 is where the restart happened, and Daniel Suarez took the lead. I think in Radioactive this week, Suarez asked his crew chief while he was leading if he could make it to the end. Bitch, there was 50 laps left. I don't think you could make it to the end. I am surprised that he actually did not catch Busch at the end, though, because he was closing in with like 10 to go. And then again, it's impossible to pass at Dover, compounded with the impossible to pass package. Maybe it's not that surprising as it turns out. The third caution of the race flew on lap 95 for Jimmy Johnson, hitting the turn 2 wall hard. And just when you thought that Hendrick Motorsports was back, man, back-to-back second place finishes for Bowman. Where in the hell did that come from? He's actually kind of decent at Dover, but I already said that in the race review and I don't want to go through it again. Half of the field pit with Chase Elliott. Don't even need to change it, man. Nostradamus is knowing his shit here. With Chase Elliott coming up pit road first, and Eric Jones lining up out front for the restart. That's pretty interesting, because, like, Jones is actually, I think this is where Blaney and Larson is good at, and Jones is good at Texas. I don't know. I'm tired, dude. Just before the race was to restart, rain started pouring, and the race was red flagged on lap 99. No. Lightning in the area forced the spotters, camera people, and fans to get to cover. The red flag lasted for 2 hours, 15 minutes, and 30 seconds. Can never avoid that Midwestern torrential rainfall. I should know. I've lived here all of my life. The drivers were called back to their cars at 10:30 p.m. When they advertised night race, they weren't kidding. The race restarted on lap 108 with Chris Buescher taking the lead. Yeah, sure. I'll see that when that happens. The fourth caution of the race flew on lap 118 for Kevin Harvick and Daniel Hemrick getting together, ending their races. It never fails! Why does Nostradamus hate Hemrick so much, dude? I can't believe how it always happens. Every single race. It's insanity. The winner off of pit road was Alex Bowman. There he is. I think he's the one who's going to bring back Hendrick at this point. And I do believe that this is where he got his second top 10 in 2016. So when he actually has a good vehicle, I guess he's going to do good. He also did very well at Las Vegas in the chase last season. So, similar track. But I guess I've never raced at Kansas in iRacing, so I can't say if they're identical. So I guess I'm really not the authority to make that decision. The race restarted on lap 128. The fifth caution of the race flew on lap 131 for a multi-car wreck exiting turn 2, involving several drivers. Oh no, the big one at Kansas. Who was involved? We're about to find out. Ross Chastain. What a terrible turn of events for the pole sitter. Chris Buescher. Oh no, it's another Leader's Curse race. Oh, this one will also end up on the NASCAR Nixon channel. Denny Hamlin! And Tyler Reddick, who shouldn't even fucking be in the race, so good, fuck off. The race restarted on lap 135. It would remain green until the end of the stage at lap 150. Wow, we're not even at the end of stage 2 yet. Good God. Well, the stage was won by Kurt Busch. Saw on Twitter that he'd actually be third in the standings, at least before Dover happened, if there weren't stage points. I bet he'd still be in there because he finished, what, like 12th or whatever? So he probably still got a ton of points. The winner off of pit road was... Fuck you, Nostradamus. The race restarted on lap 156 with Paul Menard. Why, Rick Allen? What? What do you want? What do you want? Kueli Sam... I can't even pronounce that. Fuck you. I can't pronounce that. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Paul Menard takes the lead. And you know what? This is his best season so far, with an average finish of 16th. Paul Menard is also good at Las Vegas, and Kansas is kind of similar to Las Vegas, but I feel like he's had virtually no success at Kansas. You know, what I believe is that, Blaney was good at Kansas. This is where I think he got like 2 poles running for Woodbros at Kansas. So, like... And I think Paul Menard actually got the Kansas pole last season. And then he went on to lead 0 laps in that race. What does this mean? Nostradamus is lying to our asses. That's what it means. Matthew D. Benedetto suffered damage on the restart and pitted to repair it. He eventually crashed in turn 1 and brought out the caution with 60 laps to go. What a disastrous turn of events for the most swole man in motorsports besides Mark Martin. Winning the race off pit road was Alex Bowman. Alright, this is your chance, Bowman. Time to go. Time to win this race. The race restarted with 55 laps to go. A spirited battle ensued between... Alright, so these are going to be the 3 drivers who are going to battle it out for the win. The first one is... William Byron. Sure, why not? Brad Keselowski. And David Reagan. Okay, let's just throw in Bowman. Just for the sake of it. But it was the winner. David Reagan! But it was David Reagan who managed to fend off all others and win the spring Kansas race. Good Lord. I don't even know why I bother putting myself out there on the internet. I don't know why I even bothered buying all this equipment, this microphone, the microphone over there, this chair. Actually, this was a gift. This phone that I had to pay for, these headphones, this iPod that was also a gift. God damn it. Well, there you go. David Reagan wins at Kansas because of course he does. Who cares? I don't see it, man. I cannot justify this. I mean, there's rain. It's a rain impacted race, as Nostradamus predicts, so maybe, just maybe, they're gonna put a Penske chassis on it, they're gonna put a Stewart-Haas body on it, and they're gonna give that Roush Yates engine a tune-up, and David Reagan's gonna win. Maybe it'll happen, or maybe I'm a fucking idiot! Next week should be interesting. It's the All-Star race, so I really don't know how that video's gonna go. I guess I'm gonna have to mull that over for the rest of the week, but until next time. Yeah, so thank you all so much for watching. See you next time. This has been Kamikaze Games. This has been Nostradamus. This has been a video. Bye! Getting pissed! Getting sick! Oh my goodness, great balls of fuck! So we're gonna go in here.